So Luke returned to play on the weekend and coming off the hamstring had some tightness in his back, which increased as the game went on. So with coming off injury and tightening up, the decision was made that we wouldn't take any risk with him. And so we'll have a light start to the week and it'll be a test for the game against the Bulldogs. So JK, his knee has settled down really nicely, and so he's just got to train this week to be available for the weekend. Dom's done some really good training and got some good work under his belt, and we're hoping to see him get some minutes as part of that build to the AFL through the Waffle this weekend. Luke has turned the corner with his symptoms, but because of the persistent symptoms early on, he won't be available for this week as per the AFL concussion protocols, but on track for the week following. Luke had a tight calf in the Waffle game on the weekend and then felt it grab a little bit more in a ruck contest, so took no further part in the game. There's been some good signs on the imaging that it won't be too severe, but he'll miss 1 or 2. Shannon's progressing really nicely from his calf strain, and he'll sign off on the weekend and aim to be available against Adelaide for round 12. Nick has started his straight line running and building his running base and progressions in the gym, weaning out of the brace, and then he'll start his change of direction work over this next week and progress that from there. Xavier O'Neill had his first run on the Alta G, and we'll see him straight line running on Thursday, which is about 4 weeks after his injury, and then he'll get some build of his straight line running and then work through change of direction in his footy progressions. He'll still be 4 or 5 weeks away. Coley, we're taking a patient approach with the nature of his injury, but he has started that run build on the Alta G, which he'll do a couple of weeks, and then we'll see him on ground, and he's still looking at a return late in the season is still the aim. Liam, Jack and Willie all building off their hamstring strains, and they will go through a conditioning block in this next week, and then we'll have a decision about how big that build is, but they'll probably be a couple of weeks each. Tom has had his first run on ground after his ankle surgery, and so we'll assess how he responds to that, and he'll start his build, and that is, from where he's come from, will be sort of 6 or 7 weeks is the hope that we'll get him ready for some football later in the year.